how God had called me to live in a righteous way. He was trying to save me from some of the paths that I ended up walking down through his Holy Spirit. And you can choose to ignore it. You can choose to push it aside, drown it out, but it's not going to go away. It's a promise. Because back that verse that I asked you guys to memorize, he predestined us. He before he created the world to be holy and blameless to him. And the only way that we can do that is through his Holy Spirit. And so I want you guys to think on that this week. And I'm going to ask you guys to memorize 13 and 14. We have the retreat this weekend, so you don't have to have it by this week. But in 2 weeks, I'd like you guys to look at it and see what it is and really examine your lives according to it. What is it that God is speaking to you where you're either following his leading, where you're investing in that friend of yours, trying to share the good news with them, trying to bring them a relationship with Christ. And then the other way is when you're ignoring it, when you're just doing what you want to do, not caring, knowing that the world will call it your conscience, but it's bigger than that, because the Holy Spirit is a part of God, so that means it can't be wrong. Some people have a twisted mindset and their conscience is wrong. The Holy Spirit isn't. And you'll know. And I seriously look at it. And if there's ways that you have been ignoring it or that you can see is going to come up, pray. Reach out to someone, another brother or sister, or me, Jimmy, Dave, Cynthia. And that's what we're called, to help each other. We each have the Spirit in us that can help us lift you up and help strengthen you. As we go through the book of Ephesians, we'll learn where we're sitting with Christ and how each of us can build up one another. And the important step is the realization of his Spirit living in you and knowing the discernment of that. So the next few weeks, definitely be thinking on that. Be thinking, what is God telling me, even in the nudges, in those moments when you're like, is this the line? Is this, or is God telling you to go talk to your friend you sit by every day? So, with that, yes.
I feel like a lot of times you don't have to question it. Like, I feel like if you feel it, you really shouldn't question it because it's, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I guess you can, but like,
you can question it all you want.
But if you feel it, like, it should happen. You should do it. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. It's like, I've been thinking like you should. I know you, like, everyone has friends who don't go to church, you know, and it's hard to be like, oh, you know, come to church with me. Although you know they're going to, like, you feel like, oh, they're just going to say, no, this is stupid. Why am I asking them to come with me? Just extend an invitation to them. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, like, we're supposed to bring people to God, and that's relational evangelism. But, that works. And, like, I don't know, I just feel like I can't keep it bottled up anymore. We gotta just be like, hey, God's cool. You know, come youth group with us, you know? So, yeah.
Your son's back, Dave.
Your little brother.